Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Psychology Network, and today's topic is types of neuron. You can find this in unit 4 of your syllabus, UGC Net Syllabus of Psychology, the booklet you might have downloaded. So, types of neuron can be divided into two bases. In two bases, we can explain the types of neuron. First, on the basis of structure, and second, on the basis of function. On the basis of structure, we have mainly four: unipolar, multipolar, bipolar, and multipolar interneuron. And for the function, we have sensory, motor, and interneuron. Let's come to each one of the explanations. For the unipolar neuron, what are they saying? They are saying that from the cell body, there should be only one process which is extending. That would be uni. Uni means one. For the bipolar neuron, there would be two processes extending. See, from the cell body, two, one, and two. That is why it's a bipolar neuron. For the multipolar neuron, they are saying more than two processes must be extending. I would show you a better diagram of multipolar. See here, it's one, two, and three. Three processes are extending from the cell body. This is the cell body. That is why we are calling it multipolar. And this is the most commonest. If the question comes, which is the most commonest form of neuron, it would be your multipolar neuron. And for the interneuron, actually, either the neuron has a very short axon or no axon at all. That is called interneuron. And what is a function? It's to integrate neural activity within a single brain structure, not to conduct signals from one another. We know that usually the signal comes from, if there is another, if no, in major cases there is another neuron here and it releases chemicals which are called neurotransmitter, and then again the same process goes in this direction usually. So that is the conduction of signals, but in interneuron there is no conduction of signal. Let's come to neurons on the basis of their function. The sensory neurons are activated by sensory input. Let's not listen to so many words and read so many words. I'll just explain you by an example. So there is a cup. You touch it and you realize it's hot. How do you realize it's hot? That is because of sensory neurons. What it does, it sends signal to the brain that it's hot. And the sensory, see, a hot surface with your fingertips, the sensory neurons will be the ones firing and sending off signal to the rest of the nervous system about the information you have received. Now when there is a hot item, if we touch it, we remove it very quickly. How do we remove it very quickly? That is not a work of sensory neuron. That is a work of motor neuron. When we get the information from the sensory neuron that something is hot, so brain sends you the signal back that you remove your fingertips or you remove your hand from that place. That work is done by motor neurons. It is part of the CNS and it connects muscles, glands, and organs throughout the body. There are a few pictures I would like to show you. Suppose this is the stimuli. Stimuli can be anything, something you touch, something you see, something you taste. It could be anything. Suppose you tasted something very bitter. That information would be sent through the sensory neuron and you spit it out. That would be done by the motor neuron. So you see a stimuli that would be recepted in the sensory organ and then it's sent to the brain, and the brain sends a signal through motor neuron that you pick it up because you find it pretty. That's why you pick it up. Another example I would like to show you is that this is a stimulus. You see a glass of water in the room and you want to drink it. Maybe you're thirsty, that's why you want to drink it. So that stimulus, that there is a water in the room and you are hungry, that is a work of sensory neuron to send it to the brain that there's a glass of water. And then the brain relays that information. Relay neuron is basically the interneuron which we talked about. So the brain relays that information through the through the motor neuron, and then you pick up the response is that you pick up the glass of water and drink it. That is a work of motor neuron. So this was all about types of neuron and their functions. If you like the video, please subscribe so I can continue making more videos, more simply defined videos for everybody to understand. And please subscribe and like the channel. Thank you so much for listening. Have a good day.